Welcome back. Thoughts have no inherent reality. And you're going to have a direct experience of this in a few minutes. And you know, this topic is timely because right now the venerable monks from Fort Worth, Texas are making their peace pilgrimage right now through the South and up towards Washington, D.C. and teaching countless people how to work with their monkey minds, right, with their thinking. It's a beautiful journey that they're on, and they're touching so many people, helping so many people. So let's begin with this. Thoughts are mental events. They're appearances in the mind without any intrinsic truth. It's like thinking about eating an orange is not actually eating one. Or thinking about danger is not the same as being in danger. Thoughts are representation, not reality. And really at their very highest function, the most they can do is point towards something true. But most of the time, they only reference other thoughts. Just watch how they create loops of interpretation and loops of memory. We get stuck in these loops, in loops of imagination. Keep looping around in the mind. We don't. We're actually just watching this happen. But we think that we are those loops, right? All of those thoughts. The mind sorts everything into dualities. You know, this is right and this is wrong and this is good and this is bad and this feels safe and that feels unsafe, or I like this and I really don't like that, right? But these divisions exist only in thought. As reality itself is not divided. Awakening is the moment you begin to see beyond the mind and recognize that the world you experience, including the you that you think you are, is constructed by thought. Your whole perception about yourself is based on a house that has been built of thought. There's no reality to it. Now, as awareness deepens, as the awakening unfolds, the mind tries to grasp at insights, turning them into concepts and identities and beliefs, right? So this is natural. But please keep in mind, none of it is the truth. All these thoughts we're having, you know, how to 65, 75, 80, 90,000 thoughts a day, not truth. So what I'm sharing today is the direct recognition that thoughts are nothing. And what you are is the presence in which they appear. You know, during my own awakening, this became really clear, not as an idea, but as a lived scene, as clear scene. It's seen that usually around 3 or 4 a.m., when, you know, the body's tired and the mind was more sensitive, you know, I'd wake up and these old childhood memories would surface. And sometimes they were painful. It was like the mind was trying to do anything it could to get my attention and to get me to hook in. So the mind's trying to pull me into these familiar stories and familiar emotions and familiar identities. But eventually there was this strong awareness, not anymore of a concept, but it really landed that these thoughts were moving, but I was not. The thoughts were coming, the old feelings were coming up, sometimes some of the old emotions were surfacing, you know, the old emotional memory, but the identification no longer did. It was just so clear that, oh my gosh, it became crystal clear. All of these thoughts are truly nothing. They mean nothing. They appear like momentary images passing in front of something that does not move. They don't touch what you are. They don't define what you are. They don't have any meaning unless you give them meaning. So thoughts can be loud and they can be dramatic and they can be painful. or they can be very convincing at times, and still be nothing more than a brief, just a very brief appearance, and they just disappear. So let's explore this directly. Bring to mind right now a pleasant thought, something simple like remembering a warm moment or imagining something you enjoy. And notice how the body responds. The body does respond to thoughts. Okay? And now bring to mind a mildly uncomfortable thought. Nothing overwhelming or heavy, just something slightly irritating. And notice how the body responds. And maybe you don't notice any response by the body. That's okay. Now look closely. The thoughts just changed from pleasant to mildly irritating. The sensations in the body might have changed also. Maybe not. But the basic sense of being here right now, your presence, did not change. The thoughts moved. And you didn't. Now let's try one more. Let one more thought arise, and this time it doesn't matter what the thought's about. Just let a thought arise and gently ask, who heard that thought? Don't answer with another thought. Just who heard that thought? Just notice the quiet sense of being. Notice the one who heard it. Who heard that thought? You. Thoughts come and go, but the one who hears all of these thoughts does not come and go. So the beauty of this is you don't have to stop thoughts. You don't have to replace them with better ones. You don't have to fight them or fix them. You only have to see their nature. Just see how all thoughts arise and then dissolve. But what you are always, always remains. You don't have to believe anything I've said. Just notice the simplicity of being right here. Thoughts are nothing. And you are the one who sees. Much, much love to you. And namaste.